Hi everyone, welcome back to the Janae Lacour Dunn MBA Realtor channel, where we discuss everything that North Austin real estate has to offer. I am so excited because we are kicking off a new series where we'll be delving into the differences between all the North Austin suburbs and what they have to offer. Today, we're going to focus on the dynamic duo, Cedar Park versus Leander. If you are contemplating a move to Northwest Austin, or you're just curious about what these communities have to offer, you're in the right place. Okay, let's start with talking about what the market is doing, the real estate market in Cedar Park and Leander. Take a look at this chart. So I wanted to divide this particular chart by new builds and by resale. And here's why. Leander has a lot of room to grow. There are a lot of new builds in Leander. It distorts the numbers a little bit. Cedar Park has run out of room to grow. There is nothing new. So let's look at volume. In January, Leander saw 57 new builds sold. Now that is only what is put into the MLS. There was probably a significant amount more that the builders did not put in the MLS compared to only 47 resale homes sold. In Cedar Park in January, there were no new builds and 30 resale homes. So not as much inventory in Cedar Park. I can tell you people typically hold on to their homes in Cedar Park. It's a great location. Okay, let's talk about median close price. Pretty similar here. Leander saw $466 and in Cedar Park sold $422. Now here's what I can tell you. It's not on this chart, but if I were to go to new builds only in Leander, that median close price jumps over $500,000, actually over $550,000. So new builds are closing at a higher price point, obviously. Average days on the market, almost identical, taking a little bit over 2 months to sell in both cities. Median year built, again, this really is going to show how much newer homes are in Leander, about a 15-year median age difference between Cedar Park and Leander. Okay, shifting gears to education. Both cities are located in Leander ISD. Both Leander and Cedar Park are considered Leander ISD, and Leander ISD boasts amazing schools. According to niche.com, Leander ISD takes the crown as the best school district in Williamson County, earning an impressive A+ overall grade. So, you cannot go wrong with schools in Leander or Cedar Park. The school district is amazing. Okay, now we're going to move on to lifestyle, things to do, entertainment, eating. You're going to have a lot more options in Cedar Park. Like we spoke about before, Cedar Park has been developed for a lot longer. I mean, there is an immense amount of dining options, shopping options. You have major chains like Target, a few Walmarts, Whole Foods. So a lot of options there. The HEB Center is in Cedar Park for sporting events, concerts, things like that. So entertainment and shopping and eating wise, Cedar Park is going to have more options. Leander is still developing. So we see some of the smaller retail spaces opening up. We see little pockets here and there of strip centers. I did speak on a previous video about the new Northline development that's coming up in Leander. That's going to provide a lot more restaurants and retail all in one. So be on the lookout for that, but it is not fully developed yet. And make sure to go check out that video. I talk about some really amazing real estate in the Northline development, these 3-story townhomes that are absolutely beautiful, luxury townhomes. So again, lifestyle wise, if you live in Leander, you will find yourself driving to Cedar Park for a lot of options. However, because they have both grown into each other, it doesn't seem far. For instance, if you live in Mason Hills and you need to go to Whole Foods, you're not going to spend more than 10 minutes in the car. Okay, so in terms of distance, obviously Cedar Park is going to be a little bit closer. It looks like at about an average of 21 miles from the center of Cedar Park to the center of Austin. You're looking at about 26 miles from Leander. Little caveat to that though, Leander is bigger in terms of land mass. So for instance, if you are looking at homes in Larkspur and Leander, it's going to take longer to get into the city than if you are looking at homes in Leander, maybe near Leander High School. So with with Leander being bigger, it really depends. Your commute depends based on where in Leander you live. I have seen a lot of people say, listen, if you're going to go all the way to Leander, you might as well go to Liberty Hill, and then you can get more, land, maybe a bigger lot or some acreage. That isn't untrue. That's true that if you go a little bit further, you do get a little bit more land in Liberty Hill. I will be discussing Liberty Hill in another video, comparing Liberty Hill to Georgetown, but I do think it's a fair assessment to compare Liberty Hill to Leander. The big difference being, yes, you're going to probably get a newer home, more acreage in Liberty Hill, but you will no longer be in that Leander ISD school district. Liberty Hill School District isn't bad. I'm not saying that in the least bit, but it is not in the coveted Leander ISD. So stay tuned for a few more videos where we'll talk about Liberty Hill and what you can get for your money if you do go a little bit further past Leander. Next, I want to show you just examples of homes around those median close prices that we saw in January in each area, just so you can see firsthand the differences between the two areas. I'm going to start in Cedar Park. Take a look at this super cute house. It is listed for $407,000. It is built in 1999. It has been tastefully renovated though. It has 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a little bit over 1,900 square feet, 1,978 square feet. For the Leander one, I wanted to actually show one that my team has listed. This is 104 Blue Sage. This is in Larkspur in Leander. It is listed for $475,000, so a little bit over that median close price, but not much. I think a median close price was $461,000. It was built in 2018. It is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, a little bit over 2,300 square feet. So as you can see between these two houses, based on the median close prices, you are going to get something a little bit newer, maybe a little bit bigger in Leander, but in Cedar Park, you're going to have that shorter commute and more options for entertainment, dining, things like that. So whether you're considering Cedar Park or Leander, you really cannot go wrong. You may be drawn to the energetic vibe of Cedar Park, or you might want something a little bit newer in a newer development in Leander. Both have a lot to offer. It ultimately comes down to your preference and your priorities and what you're looking for in a home. Thank you for joining me today on the Janae Lacour Dunn MBA Realtor channel, where I discuss everything North Austin real estate has to offer. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. And remember that this is just the first part of my series where I explore North Austin suburbs. The next video, we will be taking a look at Liberty Hill versus Georgetown. So stay tuned, and I look forward to seeing you next time.